So we have a tragic story out of the Baton Rouge area of Louisiana. Louisiana officer who fatally struck two teens during a high-speed chase is arrested. Maggie Dunn and Carolyn Gill, 17 and 16 years of age, were killed when the officer ran a red light while pursuing a suspect, officials say. A Louisiana police officer was arrested and charged after a high-speed chase that led to the deaths of two teenage girls. Adis police officer David Cawthorn was pursuing a suspect Saturday when he ran a red light at a very high speed and crashed into a car carrying three teens, said Tony Clayton, the district attorney for the 18th Judicial District in Louisiana. Officials didn't clarify how fast Cawthorn was going at the time of the crash in Brusley, a town 10 miles south of Baton Rouge. Maggie Dunn, 17, and Carolyn Gill, 16, were killed, and Liam Dunn, Maggie's brother, remained in critical condition Tuesday. So this guy nearly killed three teens. He killed two, nearly killed three. And why? Why was he doing this? Oh, here's a shock, actually. So the police officer, Cawthorn, was arrested Sunday and charged with negligent homicide and negligent injury. His bond was set at $100,000, and as of Tuesday, he remained in the West Baton Rouge Parish Detention Center, online records show. It's not clear whether Cawthorn has an attorney or someone else who can speak on his behalf. Cawthorn was pursuing a 24-year-old suspect accused of stealing his father's car. The chase began in Baton Rouge and ended when the suspect's car stalled. He was arrested and charged with 2 counts of manslaughter by law enforcement in West Baton Rouge. So, this cop killed 2 teen girls and critically injured a third teen boy doing a high-speed pursuit through a red light. Why? Because a man had stolen his father's car. When the chase ended and the suspect's car stalled, the suspect was arrested on the manslaughter of those 2 teen girls. They now have 2 people in jail for the same crime. Kind of crazy. Clayton, the district attorney, said he struggles to understand why the officer was driving so fast through a red light. Sirens and police vehicles do not give an officer the authority to cut through a red light. They must slow down or come to a complete stop when human life is in danger, Clayton said. In this case, evidence appears to show that the police officer was grossly negligent and the lives of these young people would not have been taken had he exercised common sense. Common sense is not all that common, by the way, apparently. Initially, the police officer wasn't arrested. So initially, we had a police officer risk the life of the public and kill 2 people and seriously injure a third because someone stole their dad's car. Absolutely crazy. There's a million different ways they could have handled this situation. He stole his dad's car. They could have went back home and waited for him. You don't need to create a high-speed pursuit. I'm sure there's multiple ways they could have tracked him and found out where he was going. But instead, this guy, like most cops, probably a hothead, adrenaline junkie, was excited to be able to do a high-speed chase. I'm going to go through this red light. I'm going to get him. Let's do a pit maneuver. You know, it's exciting, right? It's probably one of the most exciting days on the job until he killed 2 little girls. And what's with charging the person who ran from the police with manslaughter? It's a natural instinct to try and run when you're endangered, when your freedom, your life is endangered. It shouldn't be a natural instinct for the police to chase no matter what. It's ridiculous. They have to keep people safe above all else. But that's not what they're here for. They're here to protect capital, not people.